Now, in many cases, you won't be able to find the location of the title of the street. They're usually located adjacent to where the street lights are. But when you go to any given corner, you might not find a street sign identifying the title of the street. So in that case, what you do is you go to the nearest corner and you look down on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk is where you'll find the title of the street. I'll show you in a minute. So the name of the street is Townsend Street. As you can see, by looking at the sidewalk is where you'll find the street title if you can't find it at on the street lights or adjacent to the street lights. Now, Caltrain station is a great form of public transit, taking you to and out of the city, going down to Silicon Valley. Now, what's special about that is that there's a lot of activities in Silicon Valley, like if you wanted to go out to watch a 49ers game in Levi Stadium, that's in Santa Clara. The Great American Amusement Park, also in Santa Clara. There's a lot of the other cities that are south of San Francisco, San Mateo, Sunnyvale, all the others, San Bruno. Caltrain takes you to all those cities south of San Francisco. It's at the corner of King Street and 4th Street. And then as I said earlier, we're going to continue up King a few blocks before we get to the Embarcadero. Now, the light rail system is a great tool to use for public transit within the city. It's a little bit faster than the bus line. And this particular station is on the corner of 4th and King. It's going to be going up northbound from King to the Embarcadero until you get to like Market Street, then it goes underground. But this is going to be one of the many forms of public transit that you can use to take throughout the city, especially if you have one of those muni passes, give you unlimited rides, all public transit. This is one of the stops, as I said earlier. So keep reference to the Muni Light Rail. The light rail train tracks. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to start off at King Street and we're going to work our way towards the Embarcadero going northbound. Now, one of the things you need to be aware of when trying to find specific merchants by the street address is the odd number street address versus the even number street address. Notice this street address is 255 King, or as I mentioned earlier, where my parking garage is, the Beacon Suites parking garage is 250 King, right across the street. So what you're going to find is that on one side of the street will be even numbered streets, the other side will be odd. So right now I'm on the odd number street side. So every single merchant street address will be an odd number. This is 225 King. That's going to be 227, 229, 231, etc., etc. Until of course we get to the Embarcadero. Again, said across the street is going to be even numbers, 250, 252, 254, etc., etc. Now there are several merchants that are along King Street. You got some waxing, nail salons, you got hair salons, of course a few restaurants, and you'll find many options for dining as we approach AT&T, or actually the Oracle Park where the San Francisco Giants play. One of the things you'll find throughout the city is new restaurant openings. You'll see there's this restaurant called Bubble Queen. This one's coming up at 219 King Street. It didn't say when they're going to be opening, but you do see this throughout the city. New restaurants are opening up all the time. Now here's the Asian fusion cuisine called the Hot Plate Cuisine, Vietnamese cuisine. They serve barbecue, pork, rice, vegetables, Thai milk tea, Vietnamese coffee, and much more. There are several fitness facilities throughout the city as well. This one is called Orange Therapy Fitness at 215 King Street. So you also have motorcycling options as well on the Embarcadero, which in addition to cycling and hiking, gives you more recreational activities that you can experience along the Embarcadero. Hey, you want a photo? Thanks. Now, Lucky Strike's bowling alley, which is really right across the street at 200 King Street, is right across the street also from the Oracle Park where the Giants play. Now, they not only offer bowling during the day, but at night they open it up for a dance club, 21 and over. Now we're at the corner of 3rd and King, where the San Francisco Giants play, home of the San Francisco Giants. So if you like Major League Baseball, this is the home of the Giants. In front is a statue of Willie Mays, one of the famous players of the Giants' history. You'll find that a lot of locals and tourists, and maybe even locals alike, it's a great spot to take photographs and videos in front of the park, entrance to the park. Now, one of the reasons why I want to start off at King Street before I got to the Embarcadero is to show you the attractions that are near the Embarcadero. And the biggest one, of course, is the Oracle Park where the Giants play. And then around the park, I'm going to show you some other attractions that are really nice or special. So when you get to the Giants, get there early if you're going to a Giants game, and check out some of the amenities around the park. Okay, here's the main entrance to the park where the Giants play at. You know, it's funny that they're actually playing right now, but as you know, the current situation with COVID-19, the fans are not allowed to attend the game, but they are currently playing right now with no fans.